So, welcome, beautiful women. I'm so honored to have you all here. Today, we're going to talk about what is perimenopause and menopause, the importance of being in balance and the relation to menopause and balance, how to naturally restore your hormonal and emotional balance, the importance of detoxification in the process of balancing yourself. Then I will open room for questions and delve a little bit into the importance of having a mentor during this transition, which is a natural transition in life. And if you stay till the end, you will get to know the process I use with my women clients to get there with ease and grace. And then I have also a gift for you. So have you ever wondered how to balance your hormones naturally? Are you consistently experiencing a roller coaster of emotions and energy levels? Are you constantly experiencing an ease and difficulty to wake up in the morning feeling vibrant and feeling inspired with your life and wanting to get out of bed? So we all have been there, but don't worry. We're going to talk now about balance without synthetic hormonal replacements that threat your health and your inherent balance. Because when we start to take these hormones, we really mess up our endocrine system and its ability to rebalance itself to a new stage of life. So I find that interfering with your hormones is a very dangerous ground because the hormonal system is very sophisticated and its balance is extremely delicate and very personal to each one of us. So have you ever thought that to generate hormonal balance, you should bring your body, your mind, your emotions into balance, reverse engineering the process? So instead of thinking of bringing your hormones into balance, to bring your body, mind, and emotions and even your energies into balance. And like this, creating the ground for balance to happen, emotional and hormonal balance. So balance is all the time the key. Balance is the key to feeling vibrant, to feeling calm, to feeling balanced during menopause. Now, perimenopause means the time around menopause, before menopause, the time during which your body makes this natural transition from being fertile to stop being fertile. And it can begin several years before menopause. So during this time, the ovaries gradually begin to produce less estrogen, making the end of the reproductive years. For some women, early stage perimenopause can begin as early as the 30s, 35, but most often it starts between the ages of 40 and 44. And with a noticeable change in menstrual flow and the length of the cycle, but also starting to having sometimes missing your periods and then your periods coming back, having lots of blood for many, many days. These are all symptoms that you are in perimenopause. And then you transition slowly into having less and less periods until you are in menopause. And menopause, there is a big misunderstanding about menopause. And there is a lot of fear around menopause, but menopause is a natural transition in a woman's life and is not to be feared. Because you have inherently everything you need available within yourself to be more than okay and to enter a beautiful new stage of your life. But actually is our choice. And here I want to say that when we enter when we arrive into perimenopause being out of balance, not having clarity on our life, our desires, not having a vibrant body, not really being in charge of ourselves, this can be a very, perimenopause will start to be even more and more unbalanced in our physical, mental, emotional. So we may start to feel dull, uninspired, even depressed sometimes. And it all comes to entering that stage, not being vibrant, not being balanced. And then it becomes like a roller coaster, and it becomes like a snowball effect that make us feel more and more low self-esteem, plus all the symptoms that we will see in a little while. So although it is a natural transition, it is very important, and if possible, to arrive at this stage in balance. If we're arriving at this stage of perimenopause and menopause out of balance, then we get into this state of fear. And furthermore, I want to say that for me, it has been like a big realization when I was there, that this is a moment in life that women, we have to make a choice, either to take our life in our hands and to really take responsibility of our lifestyle, of how we feel inside ourselves, so we can create that balance and decide to change whatever needs to change to adjust to this new stage of life, so we can start a clear new life, a new slate, as you said, and to really enter most probably the best time of our lives. Because in this time of our life, in menopause, after menopause, we have experience, we are still in the middle of our lives, actually, with the lifespan we have right now. We have a whole long time in front of ourselves. We have more time because if we have kids, they have grown up. If we don't have kids, we have a lot of time, very much time, but now time with experience, life experience. And if we are healthy, if we keep ourselves in balance, then really all this recipe of having experience and being mature and having time and having that freedom to do whatever we want right now can be really the most beautiful, serene, and creative time of our life. But it's a choice, and many women, out of fear and out of even not knowing how to handle this situation and going into the hands of living their lives in the hands of others, of hormones, of doctors, or just leaving themselves completely, they let themselves age, and most probably they become bitter and angry because they don't feel well. This is a natural consequence of not feeling well, that we start to feel resentment and anger. So I think in this junction of life, what I want to highlight here is that is one big choice, either to let ourselves age or to take life in our hands and live vibrantly the rest of our life. And this is a big point that I want to make today. So let's move on. For those who don't know me, I'm Mirana Gian. I am an embodiment coach and mentor and a women wellness specialist. And I use somatic therapy, holistic nutrition, and energetic alignment to create accessible practices and merging the ancient sciences of yoga and Ayurveda with modern developments to create an alchemy of science and spirit that promotes deep transformation and empowerment. I am the founder of Anapno Yoga and CEO, and Anapno Yoga is all about generating awareness through the body, somatics. So I help women learn how to live a balanced life naturally, according to their life season, the season they are in their life, and according to their lifestyle, so they can feel vibrant and healthy and walk through life deeply fulfilled from inside out. I teach balance because it is the only way to stay healthy, vibrant, and ultimately free to fulfill your desires and choose a life path that truly speaks to you. If you're not in balance, you cannot do anything, right? That's the way it is. If we don't have balance, we cannot ride the bicycle. If we don't have health, we cannot do anything, actually. And balance is health. So generating balance is a way of living. It's a way of living your life moment by moment, choice by choice. I believe in balance as a prevention and a means of creating fertile ground for health and vibrancy instead of staying out of balance, which on the flip side generates a fertile ground for disease and unhappiness. And in the end, it is entirely up to us. You are entirely up to you and your choices. So today, I'm 55 years old. I have gone through menopause 7 years ago. At that time, I gained weight like 5 kilos. I was crying all over the place and experienced all the changes that come along with this transitional journey. I see so many women struggling and complaining their way through perimenopause, becoming victims of perimenopause and menopause, and giving themselves and their lives in the hands of others who, in reality, who knows ourselves best than us, right? So by not having the necessary resources or tools, not the practical lifestyle habits to help them better navigate through this natural process that can be also so creative to start and so inspiring to start changing from the known into new ways of living, right? So thanks to my background in yoga and Ayurveda and my holistic approach, I was able to relearn and recalibrate myself and how to equip myself and shift the gears to better suit this phase of my life, and which helped me to generate more and more thriving vitality. I can say that really at this moment of my life, I feel better than ever inside myself. And I have more energy and I feel more healthy and I'm more in love with myself and more comfortable in my own skin than I was even in my 30s and in my 25. And although, yes, for us all, sometimes it's difficult to accept aging. It's a natural part of being a woman and of this process that we're always changing. But through these methods that I teach and are my own path, I have developed this great capability for acceptance and taking responsibility for where I am. And this gives so much freedom. So it is important to remember that our hormonal balance as part of our physical body is not separate. Hormonal balance as part of the physical body is not separated from our mental and emotional bodies. And also our energy, the vital energy that we have, but they are all interconnected and intertwined. because we are multidimensional beings. We have many aspects to ourselves. So one aspect is the hormonal aspect, one aspect is the physical, our mind, our emotions, our energy body, which is contained in our breath. So all these dimensions of ourselves are not separate. And in order for us to create hormonal and emotional balance, we need to balance our physical body, our mental body, our nervous system. If one of these dimensions of ourselves is out of balance, all the other dimensions are triggered out of balance. So in order to balance our hormones and emotions, we need to balance all these aspects simultaneously. And as we begin moving towards integral alignment, our hormones and emotions come into alignment according and in relation to the season of life we find ourselves in. So it is a complex yet very simple process when we have clarity around the steps to take and the guidance, the right guidance that will pace that process and journey according to our personal needs. And here is where my presence and my method comes into play and has such a big role. Because doing this on your own can be really, you can get lost and never achieve that balance. Always having a method, having the tools and having a guide will pace the process as for you to be a process that you do with ease and grace. Because the quality that this process of coming into balance has will be the same quality that you will feel within yourself. And personally, I think that the destination has to feel the way the journey is feeling. The journey has to feel the way the destination is going to feel. So, so I want you to feel ease and joy and inspiration from the first day you start this process of balancing yourself. And consistency in the new ways of approaching yourself generates these new lifestyle habits that I like to call rituals and not habits, and generates also the courage to trust your own body's wisdom so that it can generate and restore itself when supported appropriately by you and by the methods and the tools that you have. So as we learn to tend to our true needs and nurture all elements of our being, life starts to become more pleasant, more joyous, more vibrant too. So let's move on the most common signs or symptoms of perimenopause. The menopausal transition, as we previously mentioned, when women start perimenopause at different ages. So there may be sudden surges in estrogen. Perimenopause lasts up until menopause, the point when the ovaries stop releasing the eggs, right? So these are the most common symptoms. You might start having night sweats, hot flashes, vaginal dryness, trouble with sleep, joint and muscle aches, heavy sweating, having to pee often, or having even like losing some pee sometimes. These are very common symptoms of perimenopause. So post PMS like symptoms also, like you're about to have your period but it doesn't come. So keep in mind, perimenopause is a process, a gradual transition, and preparation is key to navigating this transition gracefully, equipped with tools that will help you to stay calm, stay able to make the right choices that will bring more energy and more calm day by day. Here are ways to safeguard your integral balance during the course of your 30s, 40s, and 50s, even 60s, during perimenopause, menopause, and postmenopause. So here are some nutrition indications for you. For example, vitamin E is known to dramatically reduce the severity of hot flashes and all symptoms. It is a natural antioxidant that lower your chances of depression, heart disease, and weight gain while relieving stress. And so up your dose of vitamin E by consuming nuts, seeds. So you can take notes, please. This is very important for you. Let me have some water. So we want to start consuming nuts, seeds, wheat germ, as well as broccoli, spinach, and shellfish. I will pause 1 second my voice because I need to cough. So then the next supplement you really need at this time is to eat foods which are rich in calcium and vitamin D. Because hormonal changes during perimenopause and menopause can cause your bones to weaken, increasing the risk of osteoporosis, which is losing the density in your bones. So calcium and vitamin C are linked to good bone health. So it's important to get enough of these nutrients in your diet. Many foods are calcium rich, including their dairy products, yogurt, milk, and cheese. But I wouldn't recommend them so much at this stage, as there is a tendency to gain weight right now. Instead, I would opt in for leafy greens and veggies such as kale, collard greens, spinach, which are loaded with calcium too. And it's also plentiful in tofu, beans, sardines, and other foods. So almonds, fish, eggs, liver oil, cod liver oil. Sunlight is your main source of vitamin D, since your skin produces it when exposed to the sun. However, as you get older, your skin gets less efficient at making the vitamin D. So I suggest checking your levels of it, because also vitamin D is a vitamin that is not getting released from the body when in excess. So always check your levels before you take supplement of vitamin D. By increasing food resources of vitamin D is a better way. Always through food is the best way to take the supplements. So if you don't have a big deficiency, try to fill it with food intake. If you have a big deficiency, you may need to supplement with vitamin D. Second thing you need to do is to activate your metabolic fire daily and stay away from sugar, white flour, and excess starch. It's common to gain weight during menopause, and this can be due to a combination of changing hormones, aging, your lifestyle, which needs to adjust to the new stage of your life. So your lifestyle choices, and also it may have to do with genetics. However, you can control that with your lifestyle practices. So because the metabolism is slowing down, and so does the lymphatic system and the lymphatic drainage, speeding up the aging process when this slows down. And starting to increase that decreasing of the metabolism and the lymphatic drainage as we move into menopause. So it is very important to stimulate and activate your metabolism daily, every morning, early morning, and the lymphatic system by doing the right kind of movement and by waking up very early in the morning. So following is more practical information about losing weight during menopause. Keep your body detoxified. I suggest that you do a gentle detox every end of season, to eat lots of fruit and vegetables that contain plenty of prana or life energy. So a lot of raw food, or if it's cooked food, to not cook it too much, the vegetables, so they are a bit crunchy when you eat them. Drink plenty of water. During menopause, dryness is often an issue, so drink a little bit more water. It helps with the release of toxins. It helps with not retaining so much water, because when you don't drink enough water, your body turns to retain, because it's like afraid of staying without it. So this dryness that you start to feel in general in your body, that your skin dries, your vagina is drying, everything, is caused by the decrease in estrogen levels. So drinking 8 to 12 glasses of water a day, if you are thirsty, not on purpose. So this here, I will make a parenthesis. Drink water always in the morning, 2 or 3 glasses before you eat, and drink before you sleep, even if you have to pee in the middle of the night. This water that you drink in the night and the water that you drink in the morning are the main glasses of water that will hydrate you most. Then during the day, when you're thirsty, drink plenty of water, but don't sip water all day. Sipping water all day tires your kidneys, and they overwork. So it's better to, these 8 glasses of water, you drink them like drink 2 glasses at one time when you're thirsty, than be sipping all day. So drinking water can reduce the bloating that can occur with hormonal changes. In addition, water can help prevent weight gain and aid in weight loss by helping you feel full and slightly increasing your metabolism. Avoiding alcohol and chemicals that further create an imbalance in your body. Avoid being in touch with too many chemicals when you are cleaning, when you are choosing the food that you're going to eat. Choose food that is not processed. Avoid alcohol, drugs, cigarettes. Eat more foods that are high in phytoestrogens, that are naturally occurring in plants, that can mimic the effects of estrogen in the body. And because of that, they can help you balance the hormones. So foods rich in phytoestrogens include soybeans and soy products, tofu, flax seeds, linseeds, sesame seeds, and beans. Then try to eat protein-rich foods, because they make you feel full, because they help you to keep your muscle tone and not to lose muscle density, because there is a loss of muscle density at this stage of life. So regularly eating protein through the day when you eat can help prevent the loss of lean muscle mass that occurs with age. So foods rich in protein include meat, fish, eggs, legumes, nuts, and dairy. But also, if you are not eating meat and fish, which I recommend not to eat, here is a list of protein foods like eggs, almonds, lentils, quinoa, pumpkin seeds, tahini, and fish. So it's very important to take other supplements like omega-3, omega-6 that are antioxidant, and to take also magnesium, because if you're having any body aches or cramps, magnesium is very, very good to help you stay also calm, but also free from body pain and muscle pain that can actually come with this phase of life. So having all these points, you're setting the fertile ground for being at ease. And there is a natural supplement, which is an Indian powder that I take, which this has balanced me always, and it has innumerable benefits for anxiety, for hormonal balance. It is called the curer of 100 diseases, the Shatavari power. Shatavari, as the name implies, there has a very long list of conditions that it helps. It's antioxidant, antiviral, immune boosting, reduces symptoms of menopause, anxiety, adrenal fatigue, and many, many other things. It's very, very powerful, and I really recommend that you get that. You will find it in Ayurvedic websites like the Himalaya Drug Company, which is an Ayurvedic website. So always refer to lifestyle changes and natural supplementation instead of messing with your delicate and vital hormonal biochemistry, and instead of supplementing with artificial synthetic hormones that negatively impact your body's natural endocrine system's ability to balance itself. And also, these synthetic hormones are hastening by very high rate the risk of cervical and breast cancer. So I really recommend to avoid that and to choose the natural path to balance. So make sure to get in the right kind of exercise into your daily practice, movement that stimulates your glands and actively balances your energy centers, your chakras, which are directly connected to your endocrine system. Eat a nutrient-dense diet that can help you promote hormonal balance leading up to and during menopause and beyond. Keep your body purified and detoxified, and eat the foods that nurture your body type and the stage of life you are in. Ensure you're living in a context that supports your peace of mind, and don't forget to spend time in nature, because nature balances you naturally. By following these guidelines, you are likely to naturally restore hormonal balance as a consequence of being in balance. However, this is a challenging path to take on your own, as you need first to create that balance within yourself, so you can create it in all parts of you. So here is what I do when you work with me. I help you activate your vibrant energy to live in a body you love, to embody calm, presence, so you can feel sublime from inside out. So what compelled me to follow this path was my deep longing to feel whole and connected, to live with purpose and feel free, light, and fulfilled. And this is how I started creating all these programs. I have created a 21-day program to shift your energy, to generate balance, vibrancy, and freedom. And we are starting this program on the next new moon on the 20th of March. We are balancing every aspect of ourselves, physical, mental, emotional, and energetic, to generate hormonal and emotional balance. And here you will learn to release physical, emotional, mental toxic load that is holding you tied up and uncomfortable. You will learn how to generate clarity on where you are and your desires, and to get the inspiration and drive to do what is needed to keep calibrating yourself into balance. Then you will get the breathwork practices that will balance your nervous system and generate the balance you need to bring hormonal and emotional balance as a consequence. You will learn the physical practices to activate your endocrine system and your metabolism, as well as your detoxifying system. You will get the practices to gain mobility, release lymphatic stagnation, and lose the weight that you may have gained. You will embody the lifestyle practices that will help you live feeling vibrant, balanced, and fulfilled. You will be no more alone in this, as you will be working with a community of like-minded women. So by joining this program now, you will, as we talk, is the last chance to get this program with a 70% discount in the link that I will put in the chat right now. Just give me a second. And I will put it in the chat right now. If you have the 21-day cleanse and reset, then you don't need to enroll in this program. So if you have any questions, please put them in the chat and book now, because today is the last chance. So here is what will happen as you begin to do this journey with me, either the 21-day purification or the menopause, the Emerge program, which is for menopause and hormonal and emotional balance. You will feel vibrantly alive and inspired. You will go from feeling fatigued to waking up, feeling excited, rejuvenated, and ready to start your day. And you're gonna jump out of bed with a smile in your face, wanting to do these practices every morning. You will feel radiant and fulfilled. And you will go from looking tired to looking clear-eyed, fresh, healthy, and abundant with life force, loving your new shining face as it reflects who you truly are, because this is what is going to happen. Your real you is going to shine through. And you're going to have clarity on your life path ahead and where you are and where you want to go. So you will go from feeling stuck and uncertain about your future to knowing where you're standing, knowing your purpose, and having clear intentions as you create a vibrant mind-body connection. You will start to live in a body that you love to inhabit and go from feeling heavy and stagnant to feeling lit up, free, fresh, and light in your body as you shed the weight and the lymphatic stagnation to live in a body that feels strong, light, and supple, and reflects your divinity from inside out. You're going to reconnect to your sexy, sensual self. So from having no drive for life, no inspiration, and feeling unmotivated, you're going to go to having loads of fun, because you're going to allow yourself to have fun, pleasure, because you're going to feel good. So you're going to want to have fun. And you will have undeniable self-trust as you get back to feeling sensual and lit up from within you. So another thing that will happen is that you will embody the power of presence. And this is so important, because from stressing on thoughts and thought patterns that keep you tied to the never-ending cycle of anxiety, you're going to go to to a state of being grounded into the power of the present moment, where only calm prevails and gives you the space and the time to slow down and to be who you really are and do the things that you love to do with the people you love to do. Then you will also create the life you desire, because once you are in that state of flow and balance, you are able to start creating your life. So you will start from not asking for what you desire and living in struggling, you're going to shift into a very powerful woman, because you're going to be in that presence, a woman who creates her desires with passion, feeling deeply abundant. And you're going to start feeling self-resilient and graceful. From no drive for life, no inspiration, and feeling trapped. Evgenia, I'm gonna answer your question right now. So from feeling no drive for life and no inspiration and feeling trapped, you're gonna start feeling that you are able to allow yourself for pleasure, and to feel that strength and inner support from your inner and support system that you are creating through these practices, to turn any challenge into an empowering experience to grow. So Evgenia is asking about maca powder. And ashwagandha. Okay. So both these powders are really good for this stage of life, because they are really helping in balancing the hormone system. They are very good supplements for the hormonal system. So yes, you can drink those too. The thing is that we cannot drink hundreds of different powders and different supplements, right? So this makes me tell you something else, that is important, that you don't have to take all these supplements that we were speaking about at the same time, right? You can choose 2 or 3 supplements to take 1 month, then the next month you take others, the next month you go back to the other ones, and like this you start to calibrate which ones you are taking. So for example, this month I could take vitamin C, vitamin E, magnesium, and shatavari. Next month I can take omega-3, vitamin C, vitamin D, and maca. So like every month shift, but there are some that you need to take every day, like vitamin C and magnesium you should take on an everyday basis. All the rest you can shift. 1 month take some, 1 month take others. Don't take everything together, because it's too much for your body to assimilate and for your organs and your kidneys to assimilate, right? So try to balance all these. If you want to get on a call with me to set up how you're going to do it, we can do it together, right? Below, I will give you later a link that you can also book a call with me. So if you have had a full hysterectomy, which is a very good question, you likely have gone through these symptoms of perimenopause and menopause after having done that hysterectomy, right? Right after that, because these hormones are related to the ovaries and the vagina and the womb, right? So that doesn't mean that you don't have to continue using these all these tips that I gave you today for your whole life. Yes, you have, right? These still, even if you had done this hysterectomy long ago, this is for life. Now, for the rest of our life, after perimenopause, menopause, we want to eat in this way, to take supplements, to exercise regularly, to do the right kind of movements, to learn and observe what is good for us, what is not, and to learn the lifestyle practices that will accompany us for the rest of our life for keeping that balance and that vibrancy and getting stronger by the day instead of losing our strength and vibrancy. So, having said all that, by doing all these practices, by embarking on this journey with me of 30 or 21 days, you will be emotionally balanced and you will feel vibrant. And after all, you know, your life, I remind you, is in your hands. You need to take that decision to take your life in your hands. And your body is such a sophisticated system that if you only take care of it by giving it the right kind of nutrients and the right kind of movements at the right times, it knows absolutely how to balance itself. So what you offer to your body, it gives back to you tenfold. I promise that. Give it love, it will give you love. Give it neglect, it will give you neglect. Whatever you leave, it leaves you, right? We all know that. So start taking more care of your body than ever before. After all, without being in a healthy body, you can do anything, right? So if you do daily the right kind of body movements that stimulate your glands, movements that activate and balances your energy centers and chakras, if you keep your body purified, detoxified, and eat the foods that nurture your body type and stage of your life that you are in, if you take care of living in a context that supports your peace of mind and spend the time in nature that you need, then your hormonal balance will come as a consequence, and so your emotional balance. You will be emotionally balanced and you will feel vibrant, right? Your body is such a wise and sophisticated system that knows absolutely how to balance itself if you just help it, instead of being an impediment to your body to balance itself. What if I told you there is a graceful way out of the anxiety, disconnection, and numbness that comes with being overwhelmed by entering this stage of your life? Would you take it? So let me know how does this sounds for you. So working with me is so powerful, I tell you, because not every coach is understanding and not judgmental, because I started from experiencing and embodying, from feeling the pain of being in that stage without knowing what to do, and finding the resilience within to stand in my power and to transform all these things that come with menopause, all these feelings, all this transition, right, that it is, and the symptoms. So being with an embodied coach means that you have a mentor who has experienced what she is teaching before she teaches to you. And at this moment, there is a lot of people teaching things just from learning from a book or from a teacher, but without being experienced. So what is different with learning with me and starting a journey with me is that everything that I will teach you, I have already experienced it. I'm not teaching anything which I don't own, because I don't feel this is sincere. And I would not even know the results that this will give. But I can tell you that what I'm teaching it for more than 20 years. I have more than 20 years of proven experience as an energetic alignment activator, generating balance, training transformational yoga teachers, and I'm a woman wellness specialist living and embodying the energetics that I teach. So this is how I came with these programs that create integral energetic alignment. I have a variety of programs that can help you from a simple detox, but very powerful detoxification, to a 90-day embodiment program that will completely shift your life. So according to where you are and what you need, we can choose the right program for you. However, this program for hormonal emotional balance, only for today, is the last day. I'm offering it with 70% discount in the link I already put in the chat. Remember that nothing can change on the outside if you do not generate connection and balance within yourself. Remember. And we also know that if we keep neglecting, these wake-up calls, and we don't take action, this neglect most probably may lead from disease, from not being at ease, to getting sick in the end along the way, either with resentment, with depression, with any other disease that comes out of not being happy and not being fulfilled. So I think it's time that you take your life in your hands. This is an experience. Anything that I'm teaching is an experience for women who are ready, that know that there is no more time to lose for them, and they do not want to settle for less than they dream of being, and who intend to live fully and thrive now in this lifetime. So if that is you, and if you are ready, any of my programs is a life-changing program. And it's only for you if you are ready to own your power, to heal your spirit, and to alter the course of your life. To stop struggling and start living vibrantly, looking fresh and feeling radiant. So if you are ready to feel vibrantly alive and get there with ease and alignment and grace, let me know, and we'll set up a chat to map out your vision. And if you need more support, we can explore that too. So I will give you now also the link to book a call with me to map out your path, see what program is best for you here. But you still have the opportunity today to book for the menopause course with me in this link below. So beauties, I'm here for you. I'm looking forward to connect with you, to get on a call, meet you, see which is the best way for you. And we are starting the 21-day purification and the hormonal balance course together on the new moon on the 21st of March. And we're going to have weekly coaching calls together to answer questions, to get insights, and to move through the course gracefully, empowering ourselves. And I'm going to accompany you to embody those amazing practices that will change your life, and meet all these beautiful women that will be there with us. So sending you so much love. Have a beautiful rest of the day. Namaskaram.